All right, thank you, Jason. Due to strong winds, the sign at Lowe's in Marietta was blown off and the traffic signal on the west side of Pike Street has been affected. This has resulted in a temporary road closure and new traffic patterns on Pike Street until the signal is fixed. According to the City of Marietta's Facebook page, the entrance and exit on the west side entrance of Lowe's is closed. Signals from the north and south on the intersection of Route 7 is on flash mode, blinking yellow, and County House Lane is blinking red. Left-hand turns are also prohibited turning onto Pike and County House Lane. According to the Director of Public Safety and Service for the City of Marietta, Stephen Wetz, the city hopes to have the intersection back to normal by New Year's Eve. Wetz adds motorists will need to be cautious when driving through the intersection.
At this point, I would encourage the motorists on State Route 7 to use caution when proceeding through the intersection, as a yellow flashing light requires you to do so. The folks turning from County House Lane onto State Route 7, just be vigilant in checking both directions before you pull out.
The City of Marietta says a signal has been put together and they are asking drivers to be patient at the intersection with the changing traffic pattern.